All right. Hi, folks. Yep, I'm Jess Martin. You can find me on the internet at Jess Martin, pretty much all the places, the Twitters, the GitHubs. And I'm working on a thing called NextLX that I'm excited to tell you guys about today. So first off, looking around this room, this might be hard to believe, but 43% of Americans can't earn a living wage. That means that they can't earn enough money to buy food and make rent and that kind of stuff. That's a struggle for them every month. And some people claim that with the advent of AI, this is just going to get worse. But if you think about it, using AI is kind of this key skill of the new coming AI industrial revolution. And so if you knew how to use that, what if you could use AI to teach people to use AI and then enable them to get these cutting edge jobs of the future and kind of leapfrog the existing system? Well, sci-fi is definitely on our side. So how hard can it be? So the last 3 weeks or so, I've been working with a friend to try and prove out some of these ideas and see if they actually work. So what we're aiming for here is a fully simulated remote workplace, just like you're joining a fully remote team, where you're using real tools and you're going from practice work all the way through contracting and then paid work and getting a job. Could this be real? What would this be like? Well, first off, you need a learner. You need somebody who actually wants to get a job, wants work, and then you need some AIs that they can interact with as employees. But like I mentioned before, you probably don't want them interacting in a video game. You want them to use the actual real tools that you use in a workplace. You'd want them to track their tasks in a Kanban and have a real calendar like Google Calendar where they're attending events. You'd want email, messaging, Drive, all of those kind of things. But you probably also want is some kind of coach, some AI that could talk them through things, that can see everything that they're doing and then can give them feedback on what they did well, how they can improve. And finally, since you do intend for them to learn something, you need to kind of schedule this learning over time and break down things into learning objectives and roll that out. So we've been building this for 3 weeks, like I mentioned. So today I'm going to show you a live demo of what we're calling our wind tunnel. Note, this is not the airplane. This is the thing that will allow us to test out. Gopal, I'm going to get you to hold the thing. This will allow you to test out the things that we're building and see if this thing actually works. So our wind tunnel exists in Discord, which is very appropriate for a company. So the key thing about this Discord, and I'll drop the QR code so you can jump in later, is that each of these channels represents a different company. So you can actually come into a channel, and when you first come in, it's not a company until you initialize it. So I've got this /create command, and what we're gonna see happening is that we're actually adding some AI employees, Alex, Sarah, Zoe, Raj. All of these have background, like they have a role within the company, they have a background information that AI generated, and then the company itself has a background information. Apparently, Chainlink Studios is an agency specializing in branding, marketing, and social, tailored specifically for crypto and blockchain. I know that'll go off really well in this crowd. All right, so then you don't actually work there until you type /hire me, but as soon as you type /hire me, a whole bunch of things happen in the background. One, you get added as an employee record, and so when I start typing in this chat room, they're going to hear the things I'm saying. Also, Alex just introduced me. Alex has been set up as my boss, so he's doing what a boss does, right? He introduces you in the chat room. Everyone else jumps in. Sarah, Zoe's like, hey, yeah, data insights. Apparently, I've been hired as a online presence and marketing, so I'm gonna ask Zoe, hey, Zoe, can you help me with my first assignment? I need to analyze some blog stats, because that's like a thing people do. And then you'll see, hopefully, yep, Zoe is typing, she's responding, sure, Jess, send it over, let's get the stats analyzed, cool. How about 2 p.m. today? Now, notice that I'm in a chat room with a whole bunch of people, and I just made a random statement. Cool, how about 2 p.m. today? And let's hope that Zoe is the one that responds, maybe? No, Zoe? What do you think? Live demo, here we go. Hey, there we go. Yes, send over the data whenever you're ready. Great. And so notice that Sarah and Alex did not jump in, right? Because there's a lot of like magic happening behind the scenes here. But what's really interesting is that the whole thing, it's not just about, let's see, there we are. It's not just about chat. You need all these tools like we talked about. So here's a really simple task manager. And you can see there's 2 tasks here. One is onboarding, introduce Jess Martin and company chat, assigned to Alex Nakamoto. And this is how I'm proving it to you that I did not actually tell the LLM to do anything. Alex introduced me because I assigned a task to him. And then he looked at the task and said, what tools do I have at my disposal to complete this task? He has chat, so he dropped a chat message in there. And so this is just an example of some of the, you can also see my first task that I've got to write a blog post about Chainlink using Claude AI. So this is just an example of like, as you start to build these tools and have these agents be able to interact with each other, just like humans do in a normal workplace, you get all of the combinatoric, like emergent complexity that happens. So if you want to join in and follow along, you can jump in our Discord. There's a big old QR code for you. And you'll see that we're actually going to be using the Discord to try out the tools. So you'll be able to like jump into a chat room /create/hire me, all that kind of stuff. Come play.